quiet of the garden, in the stillness of the night, he bowed low beneath the burden, yielded to the Father's will. Sweat like blood fell in sorrow as the weight of sin drew near, not for wrong that he had carried, but for sinners far and near. Let this cup pass, Father, from me, yet not my will, but yours be done. So he chose the road of suffering before the rising of the sun. Behold the Lamb who rose in power from the grave in death's dark hour. Once was slain, now lifted high, Jesus lives, he conquered death. The Lamb who rose has overcome sin and death, forever undone. All who trust in him alone find new life before the throne. Betrayed by one who walked beside him, given up with just a kiss. Hands that healed were bound in silence, truth condemned by lawless lips. Stripes were laid upon his body, thorns pressed down upon his head. Still he bore it without speaking, for the ones he came to save. Up the hill to Calvary's shadow, carrying the weight of shame. Nails were driven through his hands and feet, yet mercy still he proclaimed. Father, please forgive them, cried he, even as his life grew dim, showing love in fullest measure to the ones who wounded him. Behold the Lamb who rose in power from the grave in death's dark hour. Once was slain, now lifted high, Jesus lives, he conquered death. The Lamb who rose has overcome sin and death, forever undone. All who trust in him alone find new life before the throne. Darkness covered all creation as his final breath was drawn. It is finished, he declared it. Then the veil was torn in two, laid within a borrowed tomb, sealed behind a heavy stone. All seemed lost in silent waiting, hope appeared to be undone. But the grave could never hold him, nor could death deny his claim. For the power of the Father raised him up in victory. Then the stone was rolled away, and the light broke through the grave. Not to let the Savior out, but to show that death was slain. He is risen, he is living, Jesus Christ the risen one, King of glory, Lord eternal. Now his kingdom has begun. No grave could hold him, no chain could bind. The Lamb who rose now reigns on high. Behold the Lamb who rose in power from the grave in death's dark hour. Once was slain, now lifted high, Jesus lives, he is alive. The Lamb who rose has overcome sin and death, forever